Hello, what's up my YouTube nation? It's Legendary Justin, and today we're going to be making a new video about the Samsung Galaxy S8, which is the new phone that's coming out right now. So let's start off with the Samsung page. So it's a Samsung Galaxy S8, and its slogan is infinitely amazing. And let's talk about a little bit of the features on this phone. Also, something to note is, the phone has screen real estate from here to here, like edge to edge. And it's got a little chin, but not much. And just on top of all the sensors, but it's basically only screen, which is really amazing. It's called the Infinity screen. It's big, brilliant, and HDR, which is high dynamic range certified. It's got a camera in it, the Bixby, which is like a new, it's kind of like Google Assistant or Siri, but it's for Samsung. It's like one of those type of things. It works with 360 degree and VR. I've tried out 360 on YouTube. It works out okay. Some videos are better for 360 than others. They still haven't mastered the 360 yet. VR, I've tried the Samsung Galaxy VR. I didn't really like it. I only gave it a quick try at Best Buy one time, but I'm not really into that one. There are probably better VR. The one that I was the Sony VR for $400. It kind of goes with the PS4, and it also worked for the 4K DVD player. So that's the VR I'd be buying if I would try to buy VR, but I'd have to also try it before I buy that. So let's take a quick look at the specs. So usually when you're looking at specs, you're looking at the Snapdragon 820, 835, that kind of stuff. But no, the Samsung Galaxy S8 comes with the MSM8998 octa-core 2.35 gigahertz processor. And there's going to be, people that are doing reviews on the speed tests versus other phones like the LG G6, the iPhone 7, iPhone 7 Plus, that kind of stuff, and do a comparison. I'm not going to do that because I don't have those phones, but I'm just letting you guys know what the processor is. Also, Samsung is supposed to have one of the best displays, for their televisions and their phones and that kind of stuff. So this comes with the main Edge Super AMOLED screen. I think they look pretty good, and it's gonna be a good screen you're looking at. It's also gonna be about 4K specs. They call it 4K for a phone, so that's pretty good. Now, where I think they're kind of lacking in is the camera, because I noticed that they have an 8 megapixel in the front, and then they have camera resolution in the rear is 12 megapixels. They should have bumped it up to like 16 and 20. Maybe 24, but 8 and 12 is not really going to do it. So their camera is going to be lacking, but it could be low megapixels, but it could still be good photos. But I'd still want 20, 24 megapixel camera with 4K, all that stuff looking really nice. It's going to have 4K on there, but it still might be slacking a little bit, but there you go. So the internal memory is actually really good in this phone. It's got 64 gigabytes of memory, which is pretty solid actually. My LG G5 comes with 32 gigabytes of memory, and then I put a 64 gigabyte SD chip in it, so it actually has 96 gigabytes. You want to be looking around 100 gigabytes for a phone. The reason is you can watch movies on there. You can have lots of songs, you can have games, all that kind of stuff, and you're not going to have to worry about having to delete stuff all the time. You can get away with 64, but having 96, 124, that kind of stuff, 200 would be better, but you don't have to have unlimited memory, but you have to have at least 64 would probably be a good play. So then let's talk about, they have external, you can put a SD chip in there up to 256 gigabytes, which would mean that if you add this and this, it's going to be over 300 gigabytes total, which you would never need that for a phone, but you could possibly do it. And then connectivity, it's got the standard Wi-Fi chips, that kind of stuff, the 2.4 and the 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi connections. This is something that's kind of cool. It's got Bluetooth 5.0. If you guys want to watch a video about Bluetooth, look at MKBHD. He just recently did one about the Bluetooth 5.0. It doubles the range and doubles the speed and that kind of stuff. It's really interesting. Bluetooth 5 is going to be the future, especially being able to pair two different devices at the same time, so you could have more of a stereo sound. So realistically, you could put two speakers left, right, one behind you to the left, one behind you on the right. You need to have that stereo surround sound. There's a delay though for the audio, so until they sync that up a little bit better, there'll still be a little bit of a delay, but I've heard like if you put it a little further away from you, you'll be fine. It runs on Android OS. It has touch bar. The screen is, so some product dimensions in inches. So I'm trying to figure out how they're doing that, because the phone, I know it's obviously not, this doesn't make any sense right here, all this, because it's the height, width, and the depth of the phone measured in inches. Okay. So according to Samsung, it says it's 68 by 148 millimeters. Okay, yeah, the millimeters. These are not inches. I don't know why it says inches, but then it's nanometers. But anyways, the phone's probably like, 6 inches, 7 inches, that kind of stuff. It's a decently big phone. Like, it's going to be one of the biggest phones you'll ever buy. The battery, it's probably going to be about, 6 hours of screen on time if you're using it lots. But it says if you're just using it to talk all the time, which you'd never use this kind of a phone for that, it can talk up for like 30 hours. If you buy the Samsung Galaxy S8, if you buy the 8 Plus, 34 hours. I would recommend buying the 8 Plus because you get that bigger battery size. It says, I don't know, maybe the S8 is battery removable, but the S8 Plus is battery non-removable maybe, and then the 8, you can remove the battery though. That's kind of iffy though, because they should both have, like, I think the S8 should have 3500 and then the S8 Plus should have 4000. They should both be removable. It just depends on which one you want to have. And then it's got a premium camera. And then let's go back to some of the Samsung stuff. So it says expand your world. The S8 Plus has a 6.2 inch display, and the S8 has a 5.8 inch display. So these are massive screens. Currently my LG G5 is a 5.3 inch. So the 6.2 obviously is way bigger screen. This is one of the biggest phones you'd ever see. It's also going to have a different ratio for watching YouTube videos, and you can actually stretch the length when you're watching videos, so it'll be helpful. So then it comes in different colors. It looks like it comes with midnight black, orchid gray, and arctic silver, and probably some other colors eventually. Then talks a little bit about Bixby. We're going to skip that. It's just, you can command the phone to do certain tasks, that kind of stuff. They have the infinity screen right here, which we've already talked about. They're supposed to have a good camera on there, but it's only 8 megapixels, so the camera is lacking, but I don't know, it can still take good pictures, but I think for a camera to have good pictures, it'd be better if it had like 20 megapixels and be 4K, native, where you could switch between the photos being 4K native, which would be like, you'd want to go like for 30 to 40 megabytes per photo, that kind of stuff. But you're not going to have that for a while. Alright, what you need when you need it. It says, I was reading about this, so basically, when you're like almost taking a picture of a foreign language, it can translate through the camera and your phone's capability. So I could translate this text right here, Wan Chai Spicy Crab. So you just have to point your camera at the text, and then it's got the 360. Hopefully they get that better, because there's a lot of 360 videos that are not good that I've seen, and there's also some good ones I've seen, but it's still not perfect yet. And then it says do even more. They have some Samsung Health, Samsung Pay, Samsung Connect, and Dex Station. They have Samsung Premium Care. They have low monthly payments and get it fast. So they have quality tested the phone. Let's go to the next page right here. So I really like this page. This is like one of the best looking web pages for the phone right now. It says unbox your phone. It kind of shows the infinity screen, like how much screen real estate you get with the Earth, and the astronaut and that kind of stuff. It looks amazing. Overall, it just says introducing the stunning infinity display. Boundaries removed. Unbox your phone. So you got midnight black, you got orchid gray, you got coral blue, arctic silver, and maple gold. Ooh, that'd be so hard. I would want to have every color, to be honest. And then that's the only way to really know. I would recommend going to the store, looking at all the different phones, the different colors, and figure out really which color you want. Because, looking at it online, you can get a sense, but until you really hold it in your hand or kind of use it a little bit, you're not going to really know what color you want. So I would definitely not go with black. Black is basic as hell. You don't want a black phone at all. Orchid gray, I could see it. Coral blue, definitely could see it. Arctic silver, no, I probably wouldn't go for that one. Maple gold, I wouldn't want to go for that too. So I would recommend the coral blue or the orchid gray. But you could get any color you want, but I definitely do not recommend black. That doesn't make any sense why you get a black phone. And then it's got the 12 megapixel dual pixel sensor. Security proof is what it says. Pretty much every phone has security proof on there, so that's kind of stupid as hell. It's just, you know, it says it's iris scanning for your phone, so with your eye, which, I think it's kind of stupid. I don't use a security thing on my phone. If someone steals your phone, they can probably find a way how to jailbreak it, or, you know, get it to unlock by figuring out, like, watching some videos or just, like, going to Google posts and that kind of stuff and figuring out how to unlock your phone. You just don't want to lose your phone. You can put a, you know, protection on there if you want. A little keypad thing, or like a 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of like, you just put a password like that, but you make it harder than that, obviously. It says it's waterproof, we know that. There's the Bixby app. Oh yeah, they talk about the different things that they released. So the Gear 360 is supposed to be really new in 2017. The VR, I don't really think it works that much. And then there's the phones. I'd recommend trying this. Maybe like a store or something like that, but I don't know if you'd buy it yet. I'd have to like figure out if it's really good or not. Oh yeah, they should talk about how the charging is fast on these phones. These phones have super fast charging. They're usually like 45 minutes to an hour, which is pretty good. Talks about the display, the camera, that kind of stuff. It's water and dust resistant. The RAM is 4 gigabytes, that kind of stuff. The battery, the sensors. Let's see what it says if you click on this. Oh, this is actually good that we clicked on this. So this is a better, you know, picture detail of the phones. The Orchid Gray and the Arctic Silver look together, like they look similar. If you're going to go for a gray phone, you go for one of these two. You're going for the gold phone, buy this one. The coral blue, go for this one. Don't buy the black. Don't do it. Your phone's not going to look that cool. My LG G5 is silver, so if I had the choice, I'd choose the gold or the blue. Oh yeah, so these are the dimensions for the phone. So there's 5.8 inch measured, or diagonally from here to here, and then 6.2 inch screen right there. They should do that in inches and not millimeters, but oh well. This is the display. Okay, we finally got to the display spec. So yeah, this is getting up there in the 4K right here. So you got the 5.8 inch Quad HD Plus Super AMOLED 570 pixels per inch 2960 by 1440p display, which is going to look super amazing. And then this phone over here has a 6.2 inch Quad HD display 2960 by 1440p, and it's 529 pixels per inch. So if you want pixels per inch, you go for this one over this one, but they both probably look really, really good. It talks about the camera right there. You don't really need to know about that. It says it's got 4K recording at 30 frames per second. Recording on a phone for video, you can do it, but you're not going to get the best result. I recommend buying like a 4K camera with a tripod and that kind of stuff and really setting it up. But if you want to record like a standard video with your phone, you can do it. But your phone could be kind of shaky on that, especially if you're moving around a lot. Performance, they have that stuff. There's the RAM is 4 gigabytes. It's kind of like DDR4. Ultra high quality audio playback. They got recording, that kind of stuff. Video playback, you can do all these different formats, which is really nice. It's water resistant and dust resistant, that's nice. Charging is super fast, we know that. Because pretty much all the new smartphones have that kind of feature, that's super fast charging. And it's pretty much, okay, well now we find out what's in the box. So you get the phone. USB cable. It doesn't really say if it's USB Type-C, micro, that kind of stuff. It's probably USB Type-C. It is Type-C, okay. So it's Type-C, micro USB, that kind of stuff. Get the quick start guide and the adapter and the ejection pen for your SIM card and the earphones. Guess you get earphones. Okay, that'd be kind of cool. Alright, so then if we hit back, I wonder if there's anything else on the page. And then it just says be among the first, pre-order it.